And by the way, I'm not 100% sure how the rankings are working right now and who needs to win what, but I believe iFU still has the possibility of making the playoffs if, I think they need to win. Well, they need to win today, and some other stuff needs to happen, and they can actually make the playoffs rather. And China, I think, has a very, very slim chance, but still a chance to make it as well. So, so they'll probably be looking to get a good result here today. I think Awa made some comments in the thread or something. Oh, sorry, actually, I got it backwards. No, China has the better chance of making the playoffs. iFU has a lesser chance? No chance? I don't even know. Anyway, big match for Team China. Of course, especially since their match last week, they got all killed by Napoleon. That didn't really help matters. Sorry, got some delicious honey water here. So, looks like set 2 is going to be on Neo Ground Zero. And we're going into the game. So, spawning as the white Protoss in the top right is the new challenger for WK. Oh no, he's busting out the U from! Oh shit, is he cheesing? Moscow. Alright. Oh. Maybe he's not cheesing. Damn, look at that. He did the from rush without the rush part. Well, I guess he can still rush, I don't know. Let's see what he does. Anyway, so we're gonna be watching another PvP. Cause, everybody loves PvP. I love PvP. And let me just do the overlay. Cool. Is that right? Yes. Must doesn't capitalize his clan tag though. I don't think he ever does it. Eon Zerg should have a talking to him about that. Hi Zaraki. Anyway, let's see what WK decides to do. We are in vertical spawns, which means that their naturals are both facing each other. So Must's naturals like here, and WK's naturals like there. So storm dropping could be quite prolific in this game. Meanwhile, WK has gone for a gateway scout with his probe, and Must has decided not to scout just yet. I usually go for a gateway scout in PvP, but a slightly later scout is absolutely fine as well. Or rather, I should say, I go for a gateway scout when I'm not 12 nexting. LOL. And WK gonna get a bit lucky here and scout his opponent first, so he knows exactly what's going on. And oh, he's gonna try and get a mana pylon here, but blocked by Must. Look at that. This is a brutal mana pylon position, much better in fact than the ones on Outlier. Of course, you can block 2 patches off, and there's no gaps in the minerals, so probes mining these 2 patches will have to go all the way around the minerals. Get a much longer path there. But it looks like Must has done a good job so far blocking these. WK though, I'm sure will try again here. Oh, he blocks 1 patch. Doesn't trap a probe though. Looks like, see, he didn't even wait for a probe to go in there. He just went for it anyway. And Must is actually going to use a probe to attack this? I don't think he should. I think it's just mine, yeah. Meanwhile, 1 Zealot is out. He's actually not sending it to attack. I'm a little bit surprised about this. Usually when you go for aggressive mana pylons... Ooh, the second one is good. Gets 2 probes there. But yeah, usually when you go for aggressive mana pylons, you actually send your first Zealot to go harass. I'm very surprised he's actually not coming to do this. No second Zealot either. I think he might just be... I'm not actually sure what he's thinking here. Alright, he's just going to go for the core. He's just going to leave that Zealot on his ramp to block any scouts, but looks like Must has actually somehow managed to trick both probes out of the prison there. Not very common that. Usually, you can trick 1 probe out by kind of spamming stop and right click, but you have to get a little bit lucky to get both of them out. And this probe, by the way, is still kind of hiding here in the top left, so can definitely still come back for another go, although I don't think that'll be quite as effective now. So, I mean, okay, so WK went for 2 early mana pylons. He did get them off, but I'm not sure exactly how effective that was, because the one that trapped probes got killed fairly quickly, and this one didn't really trap anything. and the extra distance here isn't that much, so not 100% sure if that was worth it. Meanwhile, Must actually sending his Dragoon down here to the bottom right. Noted that Must actually hasn't scouted his opponent yet, but since he saw that the probe scout went into his base so quickly, he's assuming that his opponent's probably at the bottom right in a close position, and scouting vertically on this map I think is more common than scouting horizontally, so that's why he knows that his opponent's down here at the bottom right, or that's why he guesses that his opponent is here. And I'm actually a little bit surprised that this Dragoon can actually see onto the high ground here. I think the Zealot's just standing a little bit too low on the ramp. He needs to go up back here, and then it should be out of vision. Oh no, he's just gonna wait for a Dragoon and just go kill it. That Dragoon should actually just kill the Zealot. Oh, he can't get it. He needs 2 more shots. No way. So that's not gonna work. Meanwhile, just 2 gateways looks like. 2 gate Goon follow up from WK compared to 1 gate Robo. Yep, 1 gate Robo indeed from Must. Meanwhile, I don't see that probe anymore, so I assume it died. Did it die? Does anyone have a kill? That guy has a kill, so I think he killed the probe. Or maybe it was a pylon. I don't know. Uh-oh, WK's gotta go back. Oh, but he has a second Dragoon. Wait, why is he running? Oh, he's waiting for the 3rd Dragoon, okay. Should have actually engaged with the other 2 and then let the 3rd one come down the ramp. I think he had them all on 1 hotkey though, so he kind of spammed back until this one came down the ramp and then he engaged. Whereas he could have actually split it, so he could have sent the top guys to attack and then have the kind of spam the other guy down, but anyway, it's not a big deal. Ooh, Zealot picked off. That means these Dragoons are actually got to be a little bit careful here. The Zealots do really nice tanking in these Dragoon battles, because of course, hold that thought, looks like Dragoon on Dragoon action. Notice both players kind of focusing each other's Dragoons, ignoring the Zealots for the most part. The Zealot's not really important. As long as you keep your Dragoons moving, the Zealots shouldn't really do too much damage to you. But the whole point is that the Zealots take less damage from Dragoon shots because of damage types. They're small versus Dragoon's explosive damage, so they only take half damage versus Dragoons. Which is why they're really, really nice at tanking. But it looks like WK is going to come out ahead on this little micro war, and Must is going to have to run away. Meanwhile, Must has gone for 3 gate obs. No signs of Reaver tech just yet, compared to 2 gate Robo with a shuttle, so it is going to be Reavers. It looks like, interestingly, WK going for shuttle, observer, and then Reaver. That's kind of like a midway point between being super safe, going straight observers, and kind of going straight for Reavers, which is slightly risky, and if your opponent's DT rushing, then, well, you basically die. So actually, a lot of players do that kind of thing, where they go shuttle obs and then Reaver. Meanwhile, it looks like the first ob is out now for Must, so he is actually going for the shuttle and Reaver of his own. And kind of holding the bottom of his natural here. I like how he's kind of holding at the bottom of his ramp, rather than waiting at the top, and he does have a Dragoon advantage, so WK will have to back up. Oh, can he get one for free? Not quite. Gets a bit of hull damage, but doesn't really do anything. And now sees, unlucky timing! But yeah, notice how Must actually stayed at the bottom of this ramp with an arc here rather than retreating to the top. Like a lot of D players will just kind of instinctively right-click back to the top of the ramp while they wait for the Reaver. But then, you don't want your opponent to get a free contain on you. I mean, he can just make an arc of Dragoons here at the bottom of the ramp. And then, even if you can break out with your Reaver, it just wastes time. Like, you have to sit there and kind of micro and push his Dragoons back, and you kind of, if you mess up, you can just die because he snipes your shuttle. So much better is if you know that you're going to have enough Dragoons to hold to make sure you hold on the low ground instead, not just kind of not play it too safe. Anyway, looks like we are going to have an expansion follow-up here from WK, and that should be just fine here. Going to build a little AI pylon here first. It's probably going to have to get cancelled. Yeah, it does get cancelled immediately. So he's going to build one just a touch further back here. Really wants that, of course. This will help if there is any kind of big engagement, but it looks like WK has actually had enough here. He's going to go out, and of course that's because his Reaver has come along. Those 2 Zealots, by the way, very, very interesting. Doing a lot of tanking there, as I said before. Usually in the mid-game, players don't really make any more Zealots, they just make 4 Dragoons, but I don't know, a couple of Zealots thrown in here and there randomly could be a good idea. Meanwhile, this Reaver is actually going in. The Dragoons now coming back to defend, but this could do a lot of damage here. There's nothing in the main base. All the probes are ready to die. Oh no! The Reaver is going to get another shot off, and the Dragoons are back. Can it get a 3rd shot off? I don't think it can escape anymore. It needs to just drop and kill something. No, it doesn't get another shot off, but while all this was going on, the Dragoons walking into the natural, going to kill a lot of these probes that were transferred to escape the Reaver, and this shuttle's got to be careful. It might get sniped down, but no, it looks like Must was not paying attention, but now he's going to target the shuttle, and does he get the shuttle? He doesn't quite get the shuttle. Can he target down the Reaver, though? It looks like, he gets both, and Must might actually just end the game right here. Not even going to bother about, you know, playing a longer game, having killed all those probes. No, he's going to pull back a little bit here. WK, still with a bit of banked money left, is able to replenish his Dragoons, but look at how few probes he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 probes in total, I believe. 8 or 9 probes there is what's left after that. Compare that to this awesome saturation. Oh, that was horrible for WK, and his Reaver wasn't even able to counterattack. He just lost it to bending this natural. Now the thing is though that he does have the natural, and there's no expansion here for Must. Plus now sending in a probe is kind of getting stuck on the Dragoons. He doesn't have quite enough money yet either. But the thing is, WK now, he just needs to play a little bit defensively and kind of replenish probes from the 2 Nexi as quickly as he can. He's actually not making probes from either Nexus. I think he's just a little bit scared of another attack here. So he feels like he needs a unit to defend. He's actually just not making probes at all. This he made a couple, but man, I mean, it's just really a rough spot, and I can kind of understand his thinking right now. He's like, well, you know, Must might just go for another crazy all-in attack, and if I make probes instead of units now, I could just die. So if he does go for this attack, which he is, I want enough Dragoons to kind of crush him, and then I can kind of play catch-up on my economy. But oh no, he's actually pulled himself into a bad position there, running into the arc of Must Dragoons. It's very even Dragoon counts right now, I think slightly in favor of Must, but Must got 3 Dancing Goons at the back, not engaging here. So WK, upon pulling back, getting the slightly better position, but he's slightly behind in the numbers. Is it going to be enough? And oh, that Reaver is probably going to end it. GG from WK. As soon as he sees the Reaver, he knows he cannot hold, and Must evens up the score 1-1 in this series. Damn, that was a sick Reaver. Alright, hold on. I'm downloading the rest of the replays. Cool. So now we are good to go.